And hello everyone, I am Dennis, I am the Paleo Gamer, and we're doing something a little different today. Um, this is a game that I played the demo for back when it came out a year or so ago, and I really liked it. It's kind of minimalist, it's kind of, it's kind of basic, but and yes, it's another survival base building game, which I have a lot of for some reason right now. This This particular one is called Heat Death Survival Train, which is actually not a very good name in my opinion. But excuse me a moment, I'm getting over some kind of sinus thing, so I'm going to be a little coffee and choky. So you're going to have to excuse me. But I've been out of it for a while now and I'm trying to get back into things. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start a new game and we can go from there. We're going to play on normal. I woke up in a lab, hooked up to machines and wires, not knowing who I am or where I am. The lab was silent and empty. I stumbled out of the building into a frozen wasteland. No life, no warmth, no hope, just snow and rocks. There's a train track, the only thing that seems to lead somewhere. Could it take me to civilization, or at least some answers? I'll follow the tracks for now. And yes, got it. And if I had, I guess that's where I just came from. Okay. And if I had a nickel for every game I've picked up in the past couple of months where I woke up in a lab attached to wires, that sort of thing, not knowing where I am, I'd have two nickels, which is not much, but it's kind of weird that it's happened twice now. Um, this is Heat Death Survival Train. As you can see, it's cold. There is a Ringworld, Orbital, Halo, whatever you learned it as when you first encountered it, around this planet, presumably. There's a cold sun over there, and it's obviously cold. That's all we know right now. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, health is obvious. Stamina slowly drains as you do things, so you constantly have to get food or energy drinks to maintain that. And suit power drains as you do things. This part of the game was also in the demo, so we're in the demo area right now. So I'm pretty familiar with this. They did mix a few things up. I'm not sure I totally like what they changed, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. But this is a tutorial. It's pretty hand-holdy in the first part here. But for right now, we're just heading towards what looks like the nearest bit of civilization. Yeah, city. Ha! You activate generators and batteries, and you can turn the power on. That's here, honestly. Uh, I encountered a few other things in the demo and never found anything else, but okay. So it wants me to go over there because it's giving me a helpful number. Like I said, this is the tutorial part. Um, we have to turn the power on before we can do anything else. So I'm going in here, and before I do that, I'm going to walk up here because I'm going to need these things later. I just want to pick them up. They call Shadow Breeze. Um, the snow does really affect your movement speed. In hard snow like this, deep snow like this, you're slower. In stuff like this, where there's grass, it's apparently a little more surface, so you can got it. So you can move a little faster. The game T is your flashlight for torch. I guess it's a European developer. Um, Go in here, and this is just kind of showing you how control panels work. Yeah, it's offline, and the max capacity is 5,000, so we're connected from the network now. That's all. There's really nothing else in here. Um, I would actually say one of my few complaints about the game is that it's kind of minimalist everywhere, but we'll get more into that later. Now, if we go over here, there's another console. We just need to turn this on. And I do like the fact that we're under a dome. We're not actually exposed here. We can actually see the solar panels unfolding. And we're now generating 650 units of power a minute. I'm not sure what those units are, but we are. And then I have to go over here and turn the grid on. So now everything's on. Right now, the base has this much power in it. And you see it slowly going up at 625 a minute. Power capacity gets to be important in the game. Power's online, it's currently clear, and the next storm is coming in an unknown period of time. We'll worry about that later. I'll have to explain that later. Right now, it wants me to save the game. To save the game, you use these body scanners. You can't save anywhere. And I'm just going to overwrite my slot 1. Don't mind me. I've been playing a little bit to get familiar with it again. Now, a lot of the bases look like this. There are computers that you can't do anything with. I'm a little disappointed in that. You're going to spend a lot of time collecting blueprints. They're not blueprints for anything in particular. They're kind of generic. You will also be finding a lot of notes like this. Hey, I managed to fix the storage room's doors, but it was a hassle. Some wires are fried and I had to replace them with spare parts. There's some useful stuff in there that might help us on our journey back. Journey back where? I had to change the key code because everyone knew the old one. The new key code is written below. Don't forget it. 5011. Yeah, sorry, but if you're not wanting everyone to know what the key code is, maybe not write it down and leave it just sitting out. This is by Leo on 5960305 at 47213, which is a weird time. 596 is a weird date, and that could be March 5th or the 3rd of May. I don't know. But now it's telling me to find a train. Okay. Again, there's all these computers here that would probably tell me something useful if I could log into them, but I can't do that. Over here, we have a room called Rest. Can take this cartridge, thank you. Can't pick up those. Again, get used to the decor, that sort of thing. You'll be seeing a lot of it. Like I said, my one complaint about the game, I do like it, believe it or not. You may not sound like it. I do like it, is that it's very, very basic. It's everything looks clean and there's no clutter. There's no lived-in look to it. I mean, you see little stacks of boxes like that. And everything is basically identical. 5011. And you can right-click to zoom in. Okay. Take some material. Material will become very important. You'll see why in a bit. Smart material, a cartridge, and more smart material. Okay. Now it wants me to go find the train. Okay, fine. We'll go find the train. This first part is kind of easier because once you leave this starting area, you will occasionally be hit by storms. And if you're outside in a storm, you will freeze to death. No question. So you need to make sure you're safe. But this is your train. Got it. Blueprints, we talked about those. Build menu, talked about it. Unlock modules, I'll get to it. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's pick up this tech scrap, pick up a blueprint, pick up an energy drink. Energy drink I mentioned earlier. As your stamina drops, you can drink energy drinks to build it back up. You can also eat food, which you will find later. And these two platforms are your train. It's basically a maglev system. Over here, we can pick up some smart material, a tech scrap, go in here, take some more material, pick up a cartridge, and another cartridge. Is there anything behind here? No. Another blueprint, and a engine component. The engine will become important pretty soon because we will need that for our train. Some more tech scrap. This map shows the next little bit of the train. This is actually the map of the entire demo area. And over here, it's going to talk to us about some more things. And here we have some more material. Have a lot. Okay. These are fabricators, basically fancy 3D printers. We're going to need them for some stuff later. You also notice that we can unlock things with blueprints. I'm not going to use any of my blueprints yet because I'm going to need them. This is just more of a demo. It lets you unlock the ceiling, which, yay. Okay. Another blueprint. You'll learn to look inside of everything pretty soon because you need crap. And my inventory is full. Not really. I'm just carrying, I can only carry 30 kilograms, and right now I'm carrying 30.4. That's about 75 pounds for my fellow Americans. So, the first thing I need to do to get my train running is I'm going to have to put a engine on it. And I'm going to put the engine right here for various reasons, which I'll get to later. So we're going to build an engine. And to build the engine, I have to unlock it with 3 blueprints. Fortunately, I have 4 now. So yeah, I'm ready to build an engine. Got it. And that's going to take 1 engine component, which I picked up earlier, and 2 of the 5 smart materials I've picked up. So we're just going to pick up an engine. I find placement a little tricky. It's not quite a grid and not quite not a grid, but I'm going to put it about right there. You need control panels to start the engines and control your train. Correct, got it. And got it. And the reason I'm putting the engine here, and this is just from experience in the game, is that at some point you're going to find yourself in your train when a storm comes up, and it's going to get cold. The engine puts out heat, so it will help you stay warm. So you want it in the car you're in. Now, I'm going to need to build a screen. To build a screen, I need 1 tech scrap, 1 smart material, and 20 station power. Okay. And I'm going to build 2 screens because I'm going to need a second one immediately. Okay. Now you notice my suit power went down because I used my suit power to build that engine. Fortunately, I have... Actually, I don't have one yet. Okay. Getting ahead of myself. But now we need to build some screens. And this is going to be our engine. So I'm going to build a screen. I'm going to build my engine screen kind of here in the middle of the front. And I'm going to build a power screen. There's a reason I built 2 of those. And we're going to put it about right there. That'll be good. Not enough smart material. Okay. I do that all the time. Okay. We need to make some smart material. There we go. Get used to these crafters. You'll be seeing them a lot. Okay. I honestly could leave at this point. But we need to collect some more stuff and find some more things. So I'm going to go out for a while. Right now I'm safe because there's no storm coming here. And just to get it over with, climb this tower. There's no climbing animation, you just sort of teleport up the ladder. And the only reason I'm doing this is because there's a box of stuff up here. And you will soon learn that you will need a lot of material. There is falling damage in the game, see? So be careful. All right. Control Center I've already researched. Let's go look at the habitat over here. Nothing right away. There's a storage module here, which has a blueprint. And that looks to be it. Okay. Smart material. I could have picked that up and not had to fabricate one myself, but that'll save me fabricating it later. You can turn the lights off in here. I've never found a need to do it, really, because I've never run out of station power, but it's just a thing you can do. This is the headquarters of Leo the engineer. I think we saw a note from him earlier. Turn those back on. This is Ali, or Ali, who is a researcher. So, of course, they have a blueprint. Again, I can't help but feel I should be able to find something on those computers, but I can't. Okay, this is the biogen. Now, you can build energy drinks, canned soup, and first aid kits here, but I need Shadow Breeze, and I've only got 3. That was that stuff I picked up earlier, but keep that in mind. Mia here is a ranger, and Mia has left us a note. Things have been pretty peaceful lately, which is a rare thing in this world. It means we're not in constant danger of being attacked by drones or other threats. Okay, so we now know that there are drones or other threats in this world. But sometimes it also means we're not having any action or excitement. All I've been doing for the past few months is patrolling the lakeside for any signs of danger and then returning back to the outpost. It's the same routine over and over again, and it's getting dull. Maybe I'm too impatient. Maybe I'm just used to all the amazing fights of missions I've had before. Maybe I should be thankful for what I have instead of wishing for what I don't. Maybe I should just enjoy the peace while it lasts, because who knows what might happen next. But I can't help it. I'm a ranger after all. I live for adventure, for combat, for thrill. And this is on 596-02-96, February 96th, and 73 seconds? Okay, I have no idea how their calendar works. There's still an earlier log entry that we haven't found yet. Okay. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Okay. Let's see what Eva has left us. Ooh, there's a tank over here. It's an oxygen tank and I can't pick it up. Don't know what these things are, but they're in every room. I'm willing to bet they're heaters, given the cold here. And there's the battery I was looking for earlier. Okay. Over here we have another little viewing area. And a monitor that's off, but the things I want to point here are we've got something that says GOS or GDS, Humanity's Last Stop, whatever GDS is. And over here we have Green World. GDS Green World. Well, certainly not that world, so where are we? New sky, new home, and glint, our last hope. So, any of these? Oh, there's another battery. Okay. So I'm going to guess, just from this, since we don't know anything. Oh, dynamic seasons. Okay. And new home. So apparently, I'm just going to venture on a limb here and say that for whatever reason, it seems humanity, or at least some part of it, has left Earth and come to wherever we are. This workstation has a blueprint in it, and nothing else, it looks like. Again, you're starting to notice how all these locations look the same. I mean, I get it. This space has been abandoned, so they wouldn't have left. Oh, there's some more of this stuff. Okay. This place has been abandoned, so no habitat 1. Nothing right here. Dynamic Seasons and Glint again. GDS again. We'll start here, because now we can make an energy drink. We may need that soon. Lena is an officer. She has a battery and nothing else. And these people, they left the pillows but took the sheets and the bedspreads or blankets or whatever they had, but left their computers. I don't get it. Raj is another ranger. Oh, he has a note too. Again, a computer I can't do anything with. Tomorrow is the day we leave this place for good. But I have to admit I'm feeling a bit nervous. It's not going to be a walk in the park. We still have a long way to go. We have no idea what's out there and what threats we'll face. We'll have to be ready for anything. It'll especially be tough for me and Mia. We're the ones who have to watch over the others. I'll not be able to sleep, will I? Okay. And this, if you notice, is way down here. So, in 0315, this was at 0305, that was on 0296. I don't know how many days those were apart. I guess that's 10 days later. Maybe they go to 100. So that would be 96 to 5 would be 9 days later. I don't know. The thing I like about the game is the mystery part of it, trying to figure out what happened. There's an energy drink. Sarah is an engineer. There's some tech scrap. That's all she left. Well, since Raj there said they left, apparently this is just the stuff they left behind. But why did they leave their computers behind? It looks like they took everything but the computers. Another blueprint. She even has a laptop. Or he. Kai. Okay. Storage unit. There's one smart material that got left behind, and that's it. Okay. Now, one thing we have here. This is another little workstation, which has a blueprint in it, and nothing else. And then we have this building over here. This is run by Scrapper. Scrapper is a little robot that flies around and picks up metal scrap and then deposits it in this box for you. So you see, I can take a lot. It tells me I'm carrying too much and won't be able to run or jump. I'm going to have to take care of that in a minute. And Scrapper's going up. There's Scrapper. You just passed us. Now, which means there's probably one more in here now. Yep. Now, the thing is, in the demo, Scrapper would keep going forever, which I kind of abused in the demo because I would just sit here and collect the stuff and just wait for Scrapper to pick, until I had storage boxes full of stuff on my train. They apparently don't want you to do that anymore, so Scrapper self-destructs after a while. It doesn't make much sense to me that Scrapper would be operating. There's the battery charger. I'll show you that in a minute. It doesn't make much sense to me that Scrapper would be fine for however long I've been hidden, but suddenly quit working after I get here. Maybe he only started working when I turned the power back on. Who knows? Right now I'm going to build a chest because I have too much stuff. Like I said, I always do that by mistake. And we'll store all this material. Now it can only hold 20, so it's going to fill up. Then I'm going to build another one. Just to store. I don't have enough to make any more of that right now, so I'm going to store it just to get it out of my inventory. Okay. And the fission core I'm going to store for right now. I'll show you what that's used for in a minute. Okay. Now I've got these batteries. Notice how my suit power is getting low. I can use a battery to refill my suit power. And then I can put it here and the station will recharge it. In the meantime, oops, that door doesn't open. I thought it did. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to go exploring a little bit. And this is something I only know is here because it was here in the demo. I am running now. The problem with running is it will burn my stamina down faster, and I have to replace stamina with energy drinks or food, which I will be able to get later. But it's also otherwise, this is just such a slow slog. If you play in easy mode, you do seem to have a higher movement speed. At least it felt like it. Also in energy mode, easy mode, Scrapper seems to last longer before he self-destructs. So, and there's also some more of the stuff to make energy drinks out of up here. So even though I'll burn that much energy, stamina getting up here, I'll be able to replace it. So it kinda pays off for being here. But again, remember, you move faster if you're on the grassy part. Now I'm doing this to show that there is stuff hidden off the train, hidden off the rails. The problem is, it's really hard to know where this was. The only reason I found this is that in the demo, there was a log out here. and I only knew it was missing because I had the my log had a hole. The log had a gap in it. It's not here anymore. I guess they left it here for those of us who remembered it was here, but or just to reward us for coming out here, even though there's not really that much here. What we have is a tombstone for Zoe, who is a researcher. And there's some canned soup, a small battery, and a first aid kit here, which are, okay, fine. It's something, but was it worth coming out here for? I don't know. Meanwhile, I'm going to drink one of my energy drinks, just because, if you notice, my stamina is getting low. I'll go ahead and drink both of them. There we go. Now I could use that soup I found, but so I'll let you decide whether coming up here is worth it or not. Okay, we're back at the station. Now, believe it or not, there's still one thing left to find here. Remember Scrapper over there? How he was going off somewhere and collecting scrap? You can follow them, and you can find things. Because they're getting that scrap from somewhere. Sometimes it's just a pile of debris that you can't really do anything with, but sometimes it's useful. And if you look up there where he's coming from, you can see there's a building up there. So first we'll find another workstation, which has is that an energy drink? Yes. And a note. This constant daylight is torture. Yes, I can darken the windows, but it's not the same. We don't have the luxury of a day-night cycle here. We have to cope with it. It's ironic, really. We're on a frozen planet. We're stuck on the side that's facing the glint. We're surrounded by ice and snow, but we're also exposed to glint's constant light. We're freezing and our eyes are burning at the same time. Okay, and this is by Jen. This is actually the earliest log entry. So, remember we saw that poster that said Glint, our new home? Well, Glint's apparently that. This is this pile of scrap that Scrapper's getting material from. Not much else to it. Jen is a physicist. Jen left us a blueprint. Nothing in her living quarters here. And nothing over here. So, all we got up here was a blueprint. I did look around a little bit to see if there was something in some of these side passages. I was mainly looking to see if there was any more of those plants you can make energy drinks out of. Shadow Blaster or whatever it was called. I didn't find any. Doesn't mean there's nothing there, just means I didn't find it. The one thing I showed you shows that we went up to Zoe's grave, shows there is stuff off the beaten trail here. Let's see what we got in here. I got 7 more while we were waiting. There he is. Okay. Yep, and he dropped one off while we were here. Okay. So now we have a decision to make. We can stand here and just wait for Scrapper there to keep bringing us material, which we can then happily store in here. My battery's recharged, so that's good. Which we can just keep storing over here. That one's full. Shadow Breeze is what I couldn't remember. Okay. And store the new material I picked up. Whoops. I think I'm going to need some material in a second, so let me pick up a few. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and build a fission plant. See, right now the train has 500 power, and it's gaining 200 a minute just for sitting on the rails inside a station. It slowly gains power. Now we can build this fusion reactor. Or fission reactor. I keep saying fusion. I need 2 smart materials. Do I have any smart materials stuck in here? Just material and material. Okay, I need some more of that because I can come up here and make some smart material. Smart material and smart material. Okay. Now, the fission reactor will provide power. I keep doing that. The fission reactor will provide power. Now, I don't have any fuel to put in it yet, but it will provide power. I'm just using it now because I have material at the moment. The problem is it gets radioactive, which is why I'm putting it as far away from where I'm going to be as I can. It also produces radioactive waste. Excuse me. Which is, again, why I'm putting it as far away from me as I can. But, and we can't really do much with it right now, but I'm waiting. So, see, it created 2 more while I was waiting. Now, we could sit here and just wait and see how much it will eventually produce. When it does eventually explode, we can pick it up, and I think it has a tech scrap on it when it explodes. I'm going to wait and pick up the last one. We can always back up to this station again, too. Although I don't know if it does its thing when I'm not in the vicinity. Let's take that last one. But we're not going to stand around here forever. Let's get going. So let's turn the engine on. And here we are. And let's get going. Now you can walk the whole distance without the train. The train is moving at much faster than walking speed. You can see how far back we already are. You can also see that there are more of these little side pockets, and I just can't decide whether it's worth going up there to see if there's anything there or not. There are caves around. The only problem is that since we've left the first base, see, storms will start coming. Our power on our train is slowly dropping. But we're going as fast as we can, so all we can do is hope we get there before the storm hits. And here comes the storm. Okay. Yes, we've already built that. Radioactive while in operation. Got it. Got it. Okay. And got it. Okay. Oh man, it's just wanting to tell me everything, doesn't it? Okay. All right. So now we're safely inside this station. Weirdly, having the door open doesn't seem to let the cold in, but we're going to close it anyway. And while the train's sitting here, we're going to start researching some stuff. There's another blueprint. Thank you. Another blueprint. Thank you. Some tech scrap. Another blueprint. And a lot of material, because it wants me to do stuff. So it's giving me a lot of material here. Let's just look around. See, there's more over here. I'm gonna make another energy drink while I'm standing here. More stuff. And more material. All right. The reason it gave me all that is because it wants me to enclose my train. And windows have an inside and an outside. Who would have thought? So basically we're going to build a windscreen for our train here. And enclose this a bit so we can see what we're doing. I always do that by mistake. Telling me I left my other battery back there, didn't I? Oh well. I never picked the battery up that I was recharging. We can go back and get it. Recharge the 2 I just used. The flashlight, the torch, is also using battery power, just because of course it is. Let's do this just so we'll be able to see. Now, the reason I have the engine in here is when the engine's running, it generates heat. And if I'm in the train while there's a storm outside, I need to be able to stay warm. So I want something that will let me stay warm. So hence the engine. I'm also going to want to enclose this a little bit for reasons that will become obvious later. So I'm going to build a wall back here. And I'm out of material, so I can't do any more right now. And I've got everything I can, but the storm just ended. So we can go explore this place now. This is Anna, the ranger. She has her own little facility here. Anna left us a note. Received a message from Lena. The train is on its way and will arrive tomorrow. They'll pick me up around 6. Yesterday I encountered a few scout drones. I took them out, but I don't think they've been wandering here all by themselves. We should be careful. Okay, we still have this gap right there. So now we know there are scout drones that can hurt us. And again, why can't I use the computers? Okay. And that's some tech scrap. Okay. Now we have this. There's 8 in there. And it doesn't look like there's anything else here, but I can see something way around the corner there. Yeah, there's nothing else here. See way up there? And I don't see the scrapper that was... Oh, there's the scrapper. Let's see where he's going. Just to see if there's something there worth getting. Okay, what's up here? Ah, he has a little pile of scrap up here. We have some more plants. So we can make some more energy drinks to make up for us coming up here. And what do we got here? Some smart material and 4 material. Okay. So again, I'll let you decide whether it's worth coming up here for that. Oh, there's two more. So we got at least another energy drink out of it. Take that. Oh, there's another building over there. I didn't go in. Okay. There's a fission core. Now you see, we've got full power here. So there's really nothing we need to do here. Or can do here, but we do have a fission thing, so we can turn on get our fission reactor working. Go ahead and make our new next energy drink. Did that look in there? Apparently not. Missed some material. Okay. Okay. Make sure I didn't bypass anything else in here. Ah, there's more stuff I missed. Well, to be fair, it was dark when I was first here. Carrying too much and can't jump. Okay. All right. So let's come here and let's stick our fuel in here. Now the train power is full, so it's not going to do anything right now. But okay, so those are both full now. So we'll put a roof over our front part of our train here for now. Okay. So we're at least partially enclosed here. See when the next storm is coming. Seven minutes. Okay. We can probably make this next station in 7 minutes. Do I have a battery over here I need to pick up? Yes. All right. We're going to make a run for the next station that I can see up ahead. Turn the train on, and let's get going. The train moves, the speed of the train depends upon its mass, which has to do with all the crap I'm piling up on it. But since I can see the next station, I think I can get there in 7 minutes. Grabbing an energy drink while I'm here. last scrapper's still running. See it moving back there? Okay. Yes, we have to worry about equipment degradation. There's a bridge here over a frozen lake. And I better start slowing down or I'm going to hit the... All right. No power. Okay. Control Center's key code is now 6718. Okay. Now I know I've got a storm coming, so I can't stay here too long. But I've got to get to the power station. And what did I say? 6, 7, 1, 8. Okay. No power. Why is there no power? Turn it on. Connect it to the network. And then turn the power on. Okay, so the system's now up. So now I can go into the station here. Open the gate. We're in a smaller station now. Although it's warning us about the Scoutrons. Okay. All right. I'm going to back up a little bit since we're directly against the wall here. All right. There's probably going to be a storm coming soon. Well, we know there is because we saw the forecast. Bunch more material floating around. There's more stuff out there. And more stuff up there. Looks like the storm's coming. More fuel. Did I already go through this? Okay. Locking the gate doesn't seem to do anything, but okay. So, storm is coming up anytime now, so I'm going to have to wait it out here. So I'm going to sit here and just stop this right now. We'll start the next one pretty soon. In the meantime, I am Dennis, I'm the Paleo Gamer, and we are playing Heat Death Survival Train. We're at the GDS, the New Sky and a New Home. I will see y'all next time.